Hello everyone, welcome to the webinar. Today, I'll introduce a Continuous Testing Foundation Certificate. After this webinar, you will understand what will be included in the CTF course and the exam. My name is Steve. I'm in the IT industry for more than 20 years. Now, I worked with Capital Company Consulting as a DevOps instructor. Our first topic is about what is a continuous testing. When I do the consulting jobs for my clients, one of my focusing is testing, because testing maturity is a key to DevOps maturity. Whether the organization uses TDD, BDD, module-based testing, or whatever they use, testing is always a vital part of the overall DevOps process. It is to verify code changes and integrate well. Moreover, it ensures the changes do not blow up the product. So, if a manager told me they have a CI/CD pipeline, but they don't have continuous testing, I can assume that their pipeline is broken. We know that the typical DevOps phase are design, creation, integration, building, delivery, and deployment. You can easily understand that between creation and integration, we need testing. As I showed in the slides, we need to test the code. But besides that, we also need to have 4 tests. The first one is between design and creation. We will test if our solution matches the needs of the clients. You probably don't want your whole team working on 1 month, but the result doesn't match the needs from the end user, right? The one between integration and building is integration testing. Here, we test the whole package, but not a single functions. After building, we perform the UAT testing in the staging environment. And at last, in the production environment, we will still need the production testing. The production testing will make sure everything works well in the production environment. So we know that we will have at least 5 testing during the whole software development phase. Most of the companies only focus on code testing. By doing that, they are not performing the continuous testing. That means their deliverables are not acceptable. Neither the features are functioning nor reflect the end user's needs. Now I think you have known the basic concept of CTF. Let's talk about the content you can learn from the course. The first part is the concepts and terminologies. There are 3 essential parts I'd like you to remember. The first one is pre-flight tests. The tests before coding are pre-flight tests. Those tests are performed by the business analyst and user experience designer. As I said in the previous slide, they will make sure every following job is valuable to the end user. The second part are the testing during and after the coding job. There are lots of them. You will learn what they are and where, when they should be implemented. At the last of this chapter, you will get some ideas of the terminologies. If you want to work in the DevOps area, you should know their terminologies, right? I'll walk through most of them in this chapter. The next chapter is about the continuous testing culture. Culture is strategies for breakfast. We all know that sentence. You will learn the following 3 concepts. The first one, definition of continuous testing culture and mind shift for each role in the team. Second, steps of implementing a continuous testing culture in your team. At last, you will know how to make a self-assessment of continuous testing culture in your team. In the following chapter, you will know the continuous testing strategies, including different strategies of agile testing, DevOps testing, waterfall testing, and ITSM testing. And another important, what are the 5 tenets of continuous testing and where to use them? At last, I will walk through the strategies of many areas, such as the infrastructures and the environment orchestration, how to do the result analysis, how to do the continuous testing monitoring, and the chaos engineering and disaster recovery. The first 3 chapters focus on the concepts. In comparison, the last 2 chapters will provide you with the practices. First, I will introduce the frameworks and tools, give you a guide to choosing the right one and where to implement the frameworks and tools. Following this, I will let you know the importance of setting up a testing lab and continuously managing it. In the last chapter, I will list the best practices of continuous testing. The first one is about testing planning, creation, and automation pipeline implementation. And then you will learn the hierarchy of the testing. What is test suite? What is test case? And how about test scenario? Next, you will have some ideas of some best practice, such as TDD, test-driven development, module-based testing, keywords-based testing, and BDD, behavior-based tests. Finally, I will introduce the test result management analysis best practice. Okay, now you have learned what continuous testing is and the contents of the continuous testing course. You might have one question. Continuous testing is very complex. Can I just ignore the continuous testing in my team and keep the perfect and current coding testing? The answer definitely is no. You may not struggle with the testing now, but the problems will come to you soon. What kind of problem you will have? Let's see an example.
Hey! Hey!
I always laugh at this one. I hope this one doesn't happen in your team. Get some knowledge about continuous testing and don't make it happen in your team. Okay, if you have any questions about continuous testing course and certificate, contact Capital Carbon Consulting or send me a message directly. Thank you everyone. Have a good day.